But aside from supplements that kind of help, with caffeine and stimulant in like the fat loss phase, what are like your top 5 or, so supplements that you do recommend, from day one, whether it be the fish oil, ashwagandha, things like that, that you do think are actually worth value?
So fish oil would be one I would recommend that's kind of like just perpetual. Like that's, actually, mine's over there. So, and I just wrote an article, the latest study on fish oil, and it was high dose, but it did have a body fat benefit. Now in the module, this study came out after I wrote it. Most of the research it's not great relative to fish oil for body composition. So you don't think it's going to increase your muscle mass. Don't think that it's going to cause body fat loss. It could, and if it does, it'll be marginal. But the reason that I take it, and you'll read when we get to that module, there's a lot of other health benefits. And there may be some body composition benefits. It's just not stellar. At least that research isn't consistent. So fish oil would be one. Again, everybody thinks protein for muscle, build muscle, and that's true. But you just look at, there is a tremendous amount of research. Higher protein diets cause more fat loss. So protein is a fat loss supplement.
Even when calories are equated for between diets,
yes.
You'd say? Okay, just checking.
Yes. Yep. I don't know if you follow my Instagram, but today I posted, if you overfeed people on protein, they lose, well, in this case, they gained muscle. So, and again, you shouldn't gain muscle just from eating protein. So if you just replace lower carbs and increase protein, you're going to have people lose body fat and gain lean tissue. And this is a sedentary population, several studies in humans. So protein is something, and again, that doesn't have to be supplement. That can just be normal food, not as convenient. So that would be one. Fish oil would be perpetual. A high protein diet would be perpetual. And then caffeine is, I think, very underrated for a lot of people. Maybe not for you, maybe not for people in our space, but caffeine it's an underrated fat loss supplement. It wow. Works. Now, is it going to cause fat? No, it's not massive, but everything you would want something to help with fat loss, caffeine does everything. It increases metabolic rate. It increases the thermic effect of food. It increases energy expenditure during exercise, the caloric expenditure during exercise. It's a very modest appetite suppressant. It lowers the perception of exercise effort. Again, when you go running, if you don't like running, caffeine makes the running not seem as bad. It does everything you would want. Now, again, it's not a fat melting machine, but it is the safest and most studied effective fat loss supplement that I'm aware of. I also mentioned yohimbine. There's a little more risks with that. So I always say you got to be careful with that one, especially if you're using both, but it does work through a different mechanism than caffeine. So that it is compelling, but I make it clear in that module, if you're going to use yohimbine, you start small. How does your body adapt? How does your body respond? Then do a little more. And same thing with caffeine. You have to be careful on dosing as well.